After the dinner was over, Tae and Jungkook reached home. They got down from the car. Jungkook, home sweet home. Taeyong, yes, you know I never felt like it. It was my home when I used to come here. It was just my house. But when you came into my house, it became home for me. Thank you for coming in my life. Cook smiled at him and picked his cheek. Jungkook, it's our home. Now let's go. Taeyong nodded his head and picked up Jungkook in his arms. Jungkook sickered in surprise. Jungkook, Tae, what are you doing? Taeyong, taking my wife to our home, he said, picking Jungkook's forehead, and Jungkook smiled. They entered the home while smiling at each other. Tae took Jungkook to their room with his inhuman speed. They entered the room, which was decorated with candle lights and flowers. Taeyong made Jungkook stand up in his feet, and Jungkook stood in surprise. Jungkook cupped his mouth in surprise. Jungkook, wow, Tao, it's so beautiful. Taeyong backhugged him. Taeyong, I am happy that you liked him. Jungkook, like I loved it. I made Jungkook turn and face him. Jungkook looked down shyly, and Taeyong cupped his face. Taeyong, you are the most beautiful in the world, my queen. Jungkook looked at him and smiled. Jungkook, and my king is the handsomest man in the world. Taeyong smiled and leaned down to Jungkook. Taeyong, may I? Jungkook slowly nodded his head, and Tae crushed his along with Jungkook's. Tae started moving his lips. Jungkook also. Tae and Jungkook kept their forehead against each other. Jungkook, I love you, Tae. Tae looked at Jungkook surprised. Then his lips formed in a wide smile. Tae, really? Jungkook smiled and nodded his head. Taeyong hugged him tightly and kissed his forehead. Taeyong, I love you too, my baby. Jungkook smiled and hugged him. Taeyong picked Jungkook up in his arms and led him towards their bed and made him lie down on the bed. Jungkook nodded his head and Taeyong also lay down on the bed beside him. That night the moon and the stars noticed the union of two souls. The next morning, Jungkook woke up from his sleep with a smile. He looked around his but he didn't find Tae. Jungkook, where did he go so early in the morning? Suddenly he heard something in his mind. He closed his eyes to concentrate on the words he was listening. Tae was walking up the stairs with a tray filled with breakfast and a bag. Taeyong thinks I am gonna surprise Cookie by this breakfast. I am sure he will love it. But before giving him surprise, let me have some fun with him. Yes, I am sure. He must be sleeping till now, so I will go slowly near him and shout in his ear. Then I will surprise him when he wakes up. Jungkook smirked after listening Taeyong's thought. Jungkook, not bad, Mr. Kim. He went and stood behind the door so that Tae cannot find him in the room. At the same time, Tae opened the door and frowned when he saw Jungkook missing. Taeyong, where did he go? Jungkook smirked while looking at him. Taeyong kept the breakfast on the bed and was about to turn to find Jungkook when Jungkook came behind him and shouted in his ears. Jungkook, good morning, Tae. Taeyong immediately turned to look at Jungkook, horrified. Taeyong, you scared me. Jungkook, I thought you were planning the same to do with me to wake me up. Jungkook told him with a smirk. Taeyong, you again spoiled my surprise, Tae said with a puppy face. Jungkook got on his puppy face. He circled his arms around Taeyong's neck and picked his cheeks. Jungkook, thank you for the breakfast, Tae. You know you are the best, my king. I really loved your surprise. I love you. Tae smiled and picked his lips. Taeyong, I love you, my queen. Now let's have breakfast. Jungkook nodded with a wide smile. Tae poured in the glasses. Jungkook immediately picked up one glass and was about to drink when Taeyong took it from him. Jungkook frowned while looking at him. Jungkook, I am hungry and thirsty. I want that. Taeyong, I know you have to eat breakfast fast so that you can control your urge to drink. Because of this just increases, then you might harm people in the future. Jungkook pouted and Tae picked his pout. Jungkook, okay. They started having their breakfast. After completing their breakfast, Jungkook looked Tae with a puppy face. Jungkook, now may I have my drink? Tae, yes. Tae forwarded a glass towards him. Jungkook happily took it and took a sip. He scanned his nose after sipping it. Tae, what happened? Jungkook, nothing. I mean this more isn't bad, but it isn't tasty also. Yours is more tasty, Cook said with a wink. Tae chocolate. Jungkook, just a little. Tae, cookie. Jungkook, please, he said with a puppy face. Tae signed with a smile. Tae took Jungkook's glass in his hand and his came to his life. He bit his palm and poured some of his in the glass. He handed the glass to Jungkook and Jungkook happily drank it. Jungkook, yummy. I heard that wife likes drinking husband, but today you proved it. Jungkook hit him on his shoulder lightly, while one week later, in this 1 week, Tae and Jungkook's bond became more stronger. Jungkook was feeling unwell. He was continuously feeling nauseous and he noticed some changes in his body. Tae saw him and noticed his pale skin and some changes. Tae, Pookie, are you fine? Jungkook, I do not know. Everything feels weird. I am feeling this and some changes in my body. I held Jungkook's hand in his and concentrated. Suddenly, a lone tear escapes from his eyes. Jungkook, Tae, what happened? Why are you crying? Tae opened his eyes and cupped Jungkook's face. Tae, he is here. Jungkook, who? Tae, our son, our hair. Jungkook, what are you saying that I am? Taeyong nodded his head and Jungkook's forehead. Jungkook, I love you, Tae. Tae, I love you too, Cookie. Jungkook, I'm so happy. Tae, Tae, me too. But now you have to take care yourself. The hair is very powerful and he will have a command on your body. So if you feel anything or want anything, tell me immediately, okay? Jungkook nodded his head.